Chapter 4 of The Spiritual Combat by Father Lorenzo Scrupoli. How a man may know whether he is active in self-distrust and trust in God. The presumptuous servant often supposes that he has acquired self-distrust and trust in God when the case is far otherwise. And this will be made clear to thee by the effect produced on thy mind by a fall. If thou art so saddened and disquieted thereby as to be tempted to despair of making progress or doing good, it is a sure sign that thy trust is in self and not in God. For he who has any large measure of self-distrust and trust in God feels neither surprise nor despondency nor bitterness when he falls, for he knows that this has arisen from his own weakness and want of trust in God. On the contrary, being rendered thereby more distrustful of self, more humbly confident in God, detesting above all things his fault and the unruling passions which have occasioned it, in mourning with a quiet, deep, and patient sorrow over his offense against God, he pursues his enterprise and follows after his enemies even to death, with a spirit more resolute and undaunted than before. I would that these things were well considered by certain persons so-called spiritual, who cannot and will not be at rest when they have fallen into any fault. They rush to their spiritual father rather to get rid of the anxiety and uneasiness which spring from wounded self-love than for that purpose which should be their chief end in seeking him, to purify themselves from the stain of sin and to fortify themselves against the power by means of the most holy sacrament of penance.